Ladies and gents, it's Wednesday, and you're watching The Biggest Beauty Project. So what's up? Yeah, I've got Glee going on in the background. I'm pausing it for now because I need to make my video. Yay! Yes, Caitlin, I'm sorry I missed your topic last week. I will cover that really quickly. For the Oscars, usually I don't do much, and sometimes I don't even watch them. Even though I'm a huge movie buff and everything, I don't know. It gets a little drawn out for me sometimes. So I usually avoid watching it. However, this year I did watch it and it was really good. I watched it mainly because Ellen DeGeneres was hosting and I like her a lot. She's pretty amazing. So I did watch this year, and even though it was long and drawn out, and I did record it and I kind of fast forwarded through it, it was still good. It was still good. I love Ellen and her jokes and the pizza and the selfie and all of that was just awesome. So yes, I enjoyed that a bunch. This week's topic is Katie's topic. She wants us to talk about where were we ever in a situation where it didn't work out the way that we had planned, and if it didn't, how do we get through that and how do we overcome it? How do we ever look at it as a positive? I've had this happen a lot. There's a lot of things in my life that didn't work out the way that I planned, but it ended up being a very good thing in the end. Anyway, I would say probably the most significant thing that happened to me that didn't work out the way that I had planned was back in 2009 when I got sick with swine flu pneumonia. I was in the hospital. I planned on getting better. That was the big thing. And I did get better and I got out of the hospital. And I thought, when I get back to Austin, when I go back to my job, everything's going to be fine and everything's going to work out great. Well, I get back to my job, and the day that I get back, my boss at the time told me that I was being laid off because the company's not making enough money and they just don't have the money to employ me anymore. And coming after such a big thing, being in the hospital for so long, it was definitely a huge blow. So I had to suck it up, deal with it and figure out a different situation. And in the end, it really did impact my life for the better. The first thing that happened, of course, I moved back to San Antonio and moved back in with my mom. A couple months after I moved back, I found a new job, which is probably the best job that I've had in a long time. This is where I'm working at now. I've been there for 4 years now. Also, in the process of being laid off, I found the channel and met these lovely, lovely, wonderful, amazing women. And I don't know, have some of the best friends I've ever had in my life, all brand new right there. And by finding the channel, when I came to audition, I didn't realize it was going to have this much of an impact on my life, but my life is better, so much better because of this channel. And I can't say it enough. And I know I say it a lot, and I know I talk about this incident a lot about being in the hospital, but really, honestly, I think that's the best example of this. When you're handed a really crappy situation and you really wished it would have worked out better, you really have to focus on what's the positive thing that came from that. I'm probably going to run out of time, but another example would be a recent romantic change. I was dating a guy that I thought was great. I thought things were going really good with him. I thought this guy was different than all the other guys that I've gone on dates with. But it turned out he wasn't. He wasn't much different, and he wasn't looking for the same thing I was, which is a committed relationship. And it made me sad at the time, and it really hurt me at the time. But now that I see his true colors and know really what he is and how he is with people, then I know that I'm better off without it. And it took me a little while to get to that point, but I'm a very, very, very firm believer in the saying that everything happens for a reason. And honestly, what doesn't kill us does make us stronger. Maybe not necessarily stronger, but it does teach us to grow and to change and to know in the future what works for us and what doesn't. So there's two good examples. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much for this week. Sorry that my appearance is all sweaty and nasty. I just got back from the gym. That's going well. I really like working out. It's such a big stress reliever, and I feel so much better afterwards. And I'm proud of myself for going. And so it's a good thing. If you ever are looking for a gym, I would highly recommend Planet Fitness because it's cheap and it really truly is a non judgment zone. It's judgment free. You go there and there's people of all different shapes and sizes, and nobody stares at you and nobody looks at you and nobody thinks, I mean, you don't get that feeling that somebody's thinking, oh, she's a heifer. Why is she even trying? Which was one of my biggest fears about going to the gym. So I recommend them. But yeah, girls, I love you all. I miss you all. I know I haven't barely been in a loop lately, and it seems like it's been happening a lot, but I'm trying. I've been working really hard, and this week has been crazy because we're down a staff member. So I've been pulling a lot of weight. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I am going to go back to watching Glee. I'm marathoning it. I'm like halfway through season 3 right now. I started over from the beginning. So yeah, I'm going to go back to that. I love you all, and I will see you next week.